Now we're live. Well, I guess we've been live, but you know how we start. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to your favorite podcast.
Riffin with Griffin, yeah.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah.
Riffin with Griffin.
Riffin with Griffin.
Riffin with Griffin, yeah.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
Riffin
whoa.
with Griffin, baby.
Yo, welcome back to Riffin with Riffin. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about the NFL season. I'm finally going to talk some sports. Going to talk some AI news. And I saw the most adorable movie called Champions. Oh, man, got to tell you about that. But other than that, it's just a regular week. And this is me, Erik Griffin. And welcome back to Riffin with
Riffin
Griffin.
with Griffin, yeah. Riffin with Griffin. Riffin with Griffin, yeah.
I should have had some water before I started. The voice is not milky smooth today, y'all. You know, hey, I do it live sometimes. Little ASMR for you guys. I know some people hate that. Welcome back to Riffin with Griffin, y'all. Comedy podcast. It's always 100% me, authentic. I do it live, off the cuff. My thoughts and ideas. You know, if you've been here before, you know what we do. If you've never been here before and you're like, I thought this was a comedy podcast. Sometimes it is. Sometimes I'm serious, but I'm always 100% me. Thanks for coming. As usual, please subscribe. Hit the subscribe button, y'all. Subscribe. Okay, so hit that subscribe button. I'm on Twitch all the time, so check me out there. I love Call of Duty. I'm playing that most of the time. And if you want to be extra, you could be on you could be a YouTube member, a Twitch subscriber, or a Patreon member to help support the show. I appreciate that as always. And thank you for being here on Riffin with Griffin. Yeah, I got a lot going on, man. This week I gotta do, I'm starting this movie. We got our SAG waiver to be an independent production. One of the last ones to get it. So I'm excited about that. That's about to start. So I'll keep you posted on that, man. Let's see. I got shows coming up. I'm gonna be not this weekend, but next week. I'm gonna be at the Orlando Improv for one night, and then Tampa Side Splitters for the weekend. So make sure you come check me out in Tampa and Orlando. That's coming up. I'll have more stuff on the website, but you could go if you're in the Orlando area. You want to see me? Let's sell that puppy out. It's only one night. And then, like I say, I'll be 2 nights at the Side Splitters in Tampa. So look for that. This past weekend, I was in Kansas at the Kansas City Comedy Club. And what a good time I had. Really great time. The owner is tremendous. Just a really good dude. I can't say enough about Dustin. It's just, sometimes you go and you have a really good experience. I mean, where I was staying was a nice area. I appreciated that because that's a lot of times that's half the thing, man. You know what I mean? Like half the thing when you're a comic, they always ask you like other comics will be like, hey, how's the club? How was the crowds? And it's like, who cares? The crowds are like, it never even matters because it's, you're always going to have, for the most part, you're going to have a good time at the shows. It's always the other stuff. Like, where are you staying? How do they treat you? And it's just like, and the people of Kansas City were really great. But like, if you get a chance to go out to the Kansas City Comedy Club, you really should. And the owner, Dustin, like, it's like we were like best friends right away, He got in his car when he picked me up, and then we just were yapping about stuff. And he's a single dad, and and I'm about to be a dad, and we just really hit it off. So shout out to the Kansas City Comedy Club. Good times out there. Yeah, guys, nothing going on to report. Rachel's trucking along, really looking pregnant, which is good. She's just like thick. I don't know. It just makes me smile every time I see the changes, and just knowing like what she's going through, and then like looking at her, like just knowing that there's a baby growing in there is like amazing. It really is amazing. So fingers crossed. Everything is running along smoothly. But I think there's two kinds of people. There's people with kids, people without kids. And I'm in limbo. But I'm starting to see it's like a whole different thought process. Your world is different. It's like when people that got kids, they're looking in their neighborhood and they're like, what's going on with why isn't there a crosswalk over here? What's going on here? It's like you start thinking about all that. You're thinking about like, hey, why isn't there any speed bumps on this street? It's just weird how your mind starts to go to like what it means to be a parent. So I'm looking forward to that. It's pretty exciting. Shout out to all the trolls out there. Thanks for trolling. I gotta look over because when the trolls watch, that's how they. My screen will be up and then they talk smack about me, so I gotta like give them this will help you out, man. Troll's gonna troll. Appreciate that. Whatever. I need the views. So I love when the trolls watch and they put their comments, yo, man, it's like, thank you for the views. I need them on my little podcast. What else is happening? Not much, man. Not much is going on, man. I do today want to talk about like whatever the news, what's going on in AI this week. A lot of stuff going on with AI. So we'll get into that. I want to get into my football review of the season, and I want to review this movie Champions, like I said earlier in the intro. But nothing major to report, man. You guys, and then let me give you a little, let me put my Q&A up. And I want to thank everybody who listens to the podcast too, like, on all Apple and all the places that you get your podcasts. So I appreciate that. I love the support there and the comments you leave there. I appreciate that too. So I put a little question and answer up for the live YouTubers. If you have anything, just put it there and I will get there eventually. All right. And so let's get into what I like to do on the show a lot is the comments. Let's get to the comments. So I did put this one video up from stand up, and I always get this comment, the volume is too low. I didn't realize that, so sorry. Thank you. I'm gonna be aware. I don't know why the volume was low on that particular video. I really don't know why. I don't know what I did wrong there, but I will figure that out. But thank you for letting me know. Let's see here. Somebody said dick jokes and Bondo, whatever. What a dumb name. New mermaid song be like woo 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 woo. Don't even understand that. Somebody said Common Fool 3240. I know that the Okasaka review is coming. I don't know. I don't even know if I'm saying it right, but it's the new Star Wars show. And yes, it is. I just haven't started watching it yet, but I will. I will get to that. Like I said, I just haven't started watching the show yet. There's so much entertainment and it's like I just want to give it the proper attention, because I hate getting into like, I always think like shows are like relationships and you like, you know what I mean? Like you start watching them and then like, if it's like a good show, it's like you want to finish it, man. It really is a weird thing. All right, I want to see. There is another show that I wanted to. Oh no, I didn't. Okay, I finished that already. Yeah, because there's a couple of shows I'm watching right now that I am going to review in the future. Like one of them's Painkiller. Like, man, this is. I don't know if you know about the. It's like the OxyContin. It's just the story of that and the company, the something pharma company, Purdue Pharma, I believe it was. And like the opioid addiction, and man, what a show that is, man. I hate when you have like a fictionalized thing, but they also combining like in the middle of each episode, there's like, or at the end of the episode and the start of the episode, they have someone like a real person being like, hey, this is how it affected my life back then. So it's like, whew, that's something else. I am watching this other show. I'm just letting you know what's coming in the future. So I'm watching Painkiller. I want to give you the scoop on that. And then I'm also watching this show, Who is Aaron? Who is Aaron something? What is the name of this show? Wait, let me get it. Don't you hate? Yeah, Who is Aaron Carter? I don't know if I like it or not yet. But that's coming too. All right, back to the comments. Let's see. Yeah. So I like, sometimes I got to come here and I see people that need to be removed. Let me tell you something. I'm all about a high user from channel. You know what I mean? Like, I see you later. It's like, I don't know why people think that we're supposed to keep negativity in our life. Like, we don't. Like, it's like, this is my channel, my podcast for me and the whatever number of fans that enjoy what I do. And we just have a conversation. And there's so many people that, they come and they think they like, oh, I'm going to say some off-putting stuff on your page and think that I'm going to be like, oh, okay, it's my responsibility to keep that asshole, no, I'm not. I don't have to do that. I don't care. Bye. I don't care if you live or die. That's how I think about that. All right, so we got crypto is the way to go. Oof, I feel bad for this idiot. Crypto, man. I'm sure. Oh, man. They don't like to talk about all the money that people have lost in crypto. Man, it's destroyed lives, I think. I think Graham or Grant sounds great, talking about middle names that start with G. I'm sure there are a lot more to come, but that's probably even more unique. Yeah, I'm still coming up with some G names because remember, like I said, I want to have a G name because of my middle name is G. Rachel's middle name is G, so I want my kid to have a middle name of G. I want to keep the tradition. So I don't know. We're still trying to come up with something. And then like what's my guy? Oh, then this guy wrote a lot of comments. One credit to your wife for working at Target because she probably wouldn't need to work at all if she didn't want to. Yeah, she don't got to. I don't even know if she's gonna go back. With all this, she's actually been off, because of how she's been feeling. So I don't know. I told her it's up to her really. If she don't want to, she don't got to. But whatever. Thanks for that. For something positive finally. The anti-Target contingent is still out there. It's funny. Let's see what we got here. Okay. Oh, that I always remember to come through this. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Now we're getting rid of another one. Let's see. I had them all. I should look at these ahead of time, right? But I actually like doing it live. I see something, I go, oh, this is nice. Or I'm like, ooh, this sucks. Okay, let's see. Somebody said the movie failed because the time travel explanation was confusing and hard to understand. It didn't really have a point to the movie. Superheroes are supposed to save the world, not mess it up and fix their mistakes. Oh, the guy's talking about The Flash. My opinion 5022. Funny. Yeah. You know what? I kind of thought that I'm just saying the mechanics of the time travel in The Flash, I didn't like it. I didn't think it was enough, Sometimes it just needs a little bit a tweak to suspend your disbelief and be like, oh, okay, in this movie hero world, I can believe that that's how they time travel, right? You just need it to make sense. When it doesn't make sense or it just makes you go, eh. And this one was just wonky. And the way he was running was like so dumb. I didn't like that. Okay, let's see. Jolie Adventures. Someone needs to count how many times he says, you know what I mean, per episode. You know what I mean? Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah, it's because when you're doing it live, you're just kind of talking and, you take a pause. See, I almost said it right there. I'm gonna try not to say it at all today. That was the only time I'm gonna try to say it. J739 Atlantic City Oceans shows. Awesome show. Griff killed it. Thank you very much. Well, here's more from Crypto again. Jeez, this guy is all over the place. Somebody said DJ Poo T 2IB. I don't know. You got to market more. People will love you. Yeah, I agree. I think your podcast is incredible. As we get to know you, you will have loyal fans. More people should do this. Yeah, I think, I do want to shout out to that's all the comments for today. I do want to shout out to like the loyal fans. I do feel like I have a loyal fan base, like especially like on Twitch, the Erik Griffin gaming community. Those guys have been with me. A lot of those guys and girls have been with me since the pandemic. That's when I really started doing that, and then the people were there, and they were subscribing, and we were playing. I was playing with them, and I did want to do custom matches, by the way, but I can't do it today because I have a fitting. I wanted to do it today, but I have to go do this fitting right after the podcast for the movie I'm doing. But anyways, I appreciate the fans, and even you guys here too, the loyal Riffin with Griffin people that come to the live every single week. And when I'm doing shows, people do hit me up and they're like, hey man, thank you. So that's that. Ooh, update on my car, Fisker. I'm getting a Fisker Ocean, and I can't wait. So I was wondering what's going on. I'm seeing on their website, on their Instagram, on Henry Fisker's Instagram, and I follow this Fisker Ocean chat group forum that it's called Fiskerati, and all they do is talk about Fisker Ocean. And I'm seeing these people have gotten their car. So many people have gotten their car. They're driving around LA. They're doing meetups. And I'm like, where the hell's my car? So I went on Instagram and I put, in my story, hey, I put the picture of the car from the thing. And I'm like, where's my car? I was like, hey, can I get my car? And I tagged the owner of the company. And I'm like, hey, man, So he reposted that. Fisker, they reposted. And then they hit me up. They were like, hey, Erik, can you hit me up in the DMs? And then I got a call. And I was like, what's my, they were like, we're going to give you an update on your car. And they gave me an update. So then I got my financing thing because I'm going to lease. I bought my Jaguar that I have. So I have a Jag, I-Pace, electric car. Fantastic car. It's a great car. Jag makes a good car. The EV part, the electronics and all the stuff, it's kind of outdated. It's not hip, and I wish I would have leased the car because EV technology is going to keep moving so fast that they're going to get better and better. So then, but you lose the value of the car, man. That's the thing. When you get in this new technology, new type of car, you spend so much money for it. It was an expensive car, man, the Jag. And now I'm probably, oh man, for 3-4 years I've had it. It's like, I'm trading it in, and believe me, I'm losing so much money. But it is what it is. You have to think about the value of what you're using it for and what you got out of it. I loved the Jag. It's great. So now I'm going to lease this Viscosa. So anyways, now they said that when you're going to get your car, you're going to the leasing process, they'll send you so I got that too. I got my lease application. So now that was approved, and I posted that I almost got my car, and then they told me when the car was coming. And so then you have to get insurance and all this stuff because everything's online now. It's pretty crazy process, the way you buy cars now and all that. So I even have a VIN number for my car. So I'm excited about that. I'm like a week or two away from having my new car, which I will do a review of, the Fisker Ocean, and I'm getting a weird color with a white interior, you know? So, yeah, man. So it was great. Like I say, so I see somebody in the chat, electric cars are a thing of the trash. No, man, they're great. Like the car companies now they know they're making the car that they already have. They're just making it electric, and then there's all this great technology in it, you know, futuristic technology that's great. So whatever, you know what I mean? It's tomato, whatever you like. If you like hearing you like hearing that engine, whatever, if that's what your thing is, good for you. But I'm never gonna have a gas car again. I love the electric car and all that stuff. Yeah, living in LA is expensive. Somebody in chat said, you know. So yeah. So anyways, that's my update about my car. Let me go to the questions and see if anybody asked a question. Somebody said, "What did you think of Oppenheimer?" I haven't watched it yet. I don't know if I will. Colts, Titans, Jags. Who's going to win the division? I'm going to get to that because I'm talking football later. Do you know the gender of your baby? Yes, we do. I'm just not saying yet. Oh, I did say. What am I saying? It's a boy. We already said it. What am I talking about? Hey, Eric, brother here. What do you think about the Warzone 3? I mean, Modern Warfare 3. Yeah, I will play it because Modern Warfare 3, you know, guys, I play Warzone all the time. So the new version of the multiplayer game and campaign is going to come out. I'm probably going to get it. I'm probably not going to play the campaign. The campaign's always useless. Who cares? I like playing against real people and doing the Warzone thing and ranking up my guns in multiplayer. So I am going to get it. And I do think it's, you know, they did put out a great product. Warzone is free to play. It's a great product. I think I don't have no problem with the company making money. So, you know, I like that. Again, another football question. Chargers team, what you think? Have you and Rachel decided on any parenting techniques? No, but we are looking in a lot of it's like there's a lot of information out there, and I think the internet is a great source of that. You know, even like things like TikTok and Instagram, so many of these, like, you know, new mom or baby tip things. There's so many, you know, and then, you know, you can sift through all that and figure out which one is what you want, you know, or what speaks to you. I don't think anyone's ready to have a kid. That's what they say. Who's really ready? But you just do it. And another message I see a lot of is parenting is really hard for great parents because you're doing all of these. You're going above and beyond with your like emotions and how you're supposed to react to like this little monster, you know, be new to the world and doesn't even know how to handle its own emotions and everything. So I'm really like looking forward to seeing how that will change me. So, but anyways, we're here for it. We're all here for it, right? We're all here for it. All right. You know what? One of the things I wanted to talk about, I was in, when I was in Kansas City, you know, I'm in the car with someone, you know, I'm in the car with the owner. We're driving someplace, get into the left-hand turn lane. And there's a guy on a bike in the left-hand turn lane. I can't stand this. You are not a car. I don't care about the law. Like, they always have these dumb laws. Why would you want to be on a bike in traffic with 2-3 ton cars driving around you? Like, this is a recipe for death. And then why, especially in the left turn lane? What you doing in the left turn lane, man? Just go. Like, the traffic's going this way, left and right, and you're in the left turn lane. Just get in the cross. Just go in the crosswalk. I mean, like, you know what I mean? Oh, I said it. All right. Well, that's one time I said it. I didn't mean to say it, but I said it. It's just who I am. Let me be me. You know what I mean? There. Another one. Get out of the crosswalk. Get out of the left turn lane if you want a bicycle. That is super annoying. Hate it. Anyways. Some weird Instagram stories of the week. This one I thought was like super weird. Man pleads guilty to having sex with a cow in England. Yeah. What are you doing, bro? What are you doing? You want to have sex with a cow? Why? And then who caught him? I wish I knew more about this story. I mean, it's like, imagine having to go to court. You're in court and you have to, because, in this day and age, people be filming, you on somebody's farm, just giving it to this cow. And it's like, is it like cowy style too? I don't know what would the proper term be. It's just, and then you have to you get arrested and you in court and the lawyer's like, look, they got you on tape. There's like 5 witnesses. So you might as well just plead guilty to this. And then, you just, I mean, the public shame of it is probably, what even happens to, I wish I would, like, I should almost look that up. Like, what's the crime? You know what? Let's go to the AI. I bet you the AI will tell me, there's some great AIs. Let's go to Perplexity and ask the AI. Here we go, guys. This is perfect. All right. Wait. Oh, here it is. Ask it anything. What is the punishment for having sex with a cow in England? All right. Let's see what it says. Ooh, it has a whole. The AI is great. Here we go, guys. Having sex with an animal, including a cow, is illegal in England and is considered an act of animal cruelty. Animal cruelty? I mean, maybe you hitting it right, though. What if that cow like, you know what I'm saying? The cow's like, oh, you hitting that spot. What if you see the cow's eye go, oh, yeah, keep going. So I don't know if it's cruel, but I guess it's cruelty. And how can it be cruelty unless it's like how big is this guy's dick? How cruel is it, Crueler than what's crazy about this? This is what I find, the hypocrisy of this is like, so you can kill the cow for steak, get it pregnant, steal the baby, drain all the milk. That's fine. But don't fuck it. It just seems hypocritical. It just seems hypocritical, Maybe the cow's enjoying it. I don't know. Probably not, though. I mean, it's because a cow, how can the cow give consent? Here we go. Then that's going to be the whole thing, All right. The punishment for having sex with a cow in England depends on the severity of the offense and can range from a fine to imprisonment. The severity of the offense. How do you determine the severity of what you're doing with the cow? Like, is it like if they have you on tape and you're just like, you're just pounding away? Is that like the severity of it? You're slapping the cow's ass? How do you determine the severity of this? Maybe are you whipping it or something? Like, what if you, what if you're in court and it's like your attorney was like, Your Honor, my client was making gentle, passionate love to this cow, so can we please just go with a fine? So I don't know how they determine the severity. So here's this guy in the case of Liam Brown, who recently pled guilty to having sex with a cow in England. The case has been transferred to the Crown Court for sentencing, and magistrates have suggested that he may be facing a custodial sentence. The maximum sentence for sexual penetration with a living animal and causing unnecessary suffering to a protected animal is 2 years in prison. Wow. Man. Hey. What we learned is don't have sex with a cow. All right. The other story is this one, which I thought was like, what are we talking about? So this guy, Jonathan Cheban, he filed a $20 million lawsuit. He claims a sauce bottle sliced his hand. So he broke a sauce bottle, and this is what happened. Let's see what the AI has the information it can get. So Jonathan Cheban, I don't even know who this is. I don't even know what he does. So Jonathan Cheban, also known as the food god and friend of Kim Kardashian. Wow, imagine that's one of your credits. You're so famous that being friends with someone is a credit. Has filed a $20 million lawsuit against a Korean barbecue sauce company. According to court documents, he claims that a bottle of Sanjay's Korean barbecue sauce sliced his hand, causing injury. The incident reportedly occurred while he was making a meal in Miami. So let me get this straight. You making a meal, probably recording it for your channel or whatever, you not paying attention, and you break the bottle, and then you get cut, and you think that's worth $20 million? What does this guy got, a bionic implant? Who does this guy, like, why $20 million? How is his hand worth $20 million? My goodness. He got a $20 million hand? Man, I think I want him. I think I need that. I think I need that hand job. If you got a I wonder what that would feel like. It's like he got a 20. It better be a magic hand for $20 million. The details of the lawsuit, such as specific injuries sustained and the legal arguments being made, are not provided in this search result. So this is crazy. Okay, absolutely batshit crazy. All right, y'all, let's get into what I wanted to get into today. Let's talk about the NFL season, right? Let's get into the NFL season. Wait, let me get my, where's my NFL pick? Oh, here it is. You do that. You do this. Yes, y'all. I've been playing fantasy football for like 20 years. I don't know if you guys play fantasy football, but, I love fantasy football. It's like, I've been with the same guys. It's like crazy. Like how people have grown. They got kids, they've changed jobs. They moved. There's so much stuff going on in my fantasy football league, but I love those guys. But this year, I feel like this is going to be one of the most exciting seasons in NFL in the NFL in a very long time. The divisions are so, like, the AFC is so stacked, man. Wow, let me see here. I think that, like, the NFC, if we start with the NFC, so you got the Eagles, okay? So the Eagles are coming back. They made a lot of changes. They lost players, but they drafted well. They had a lot of good backups last year. They're now going to become starters. They got all pros all over the field. And Jalen Hurts is now going to be in his, I believe, 4th season. He was already runner-up for the MVP last year, and he balled out in the Super Bowl. So you got to think that the NFC favorite is the Eagles from the NFC East. Okay, that's you got the Eagles, the Giants, the Cowboys. Who else is in that division? Eagles, Giants, Cowboys. I'm missing someone. That is really going to be and the Washington team. And I don't know how they're going to be this year, but the NFC. So, like, the three, I think that the top teams are going to be the Eagles, San Francisco 49ers, can the Brock Purdy, Mr. Irrelevant, the last pick in the draft last year, comes in, wins like 7 out of 8 games, balls out, multiple 2-touchdown games, very few interceptions. The team rallied around him, and, he got hurt in the NFC Championship game. Yeah, the Eagles took him out. That's part of their job. Defense went in, hurt him. Then they hurt the next quarterback. They had no one. We don't know. We were robbed of a great game last year. So maybe we'll get that this year. From all accounts in preseason, Brock Purdy is looking good coming off that elbow surgery. So we'll see if the San Francisco 49ers, and they still have a stellar defense, and they have a great offense. Like, their offense is great. Mike Shanahan, he could take really any quarterback and make him good. He just couldn't do that with Trey Lance, who was traded to the Dallas Cowboys. I think the Dallas Cowboys have a stacked team from top to bottom. I'm not a Dallas Cowboys fan, but they are looking good. The one question they have, and it's the question they've had for the last 7 years, Dak Prescott. Can Dak Prescott finally lead his team to the NFC Championship and to the Super Bowl and win it? I don't know. It doesn't seem like he can, because in previous years, the Dallas Cowboys have lost because of him. They had a tremendous defense last year, even in a game where the 49ers didn't have – remember when they played? Like, the 49ers didn't have a quarterback. They held them. That's what I'm saying. When they played Dallas, they played Dallas last year, right? Yeah, they did. Anyway, my point is, the Dallas Cowboys, like, is this the writing on the wall for Dak Prescott? I'm hearing a lot of different reports because, one, Dak Prescott has 2 years left on his deal, right? Now, this is very interesting. He got 2 years left on his deal. He has a no-trade clause, and he has a no franchise tag clause. He'll be 31 years old when he ends his contract. If he plays just decent, he might get another big contract, or he'll be put into free agency, but there'll still be some team out there that'll sign him because they need a quarterback. So who knows? But anyways, my point is, you got the San Francisco 49ers, Dallas Cowboys, Eagles. I think that's the top 3 in the NFC, and then everything else is just, gravy. Like, every other team is just kind of like there. We don't know what they're going to do. You got the Rams. What's going to happen with them? They're young. They traded away everything. They're not looking good. Tampa Bay has Baker Mayfield as their quarterback. They have a great defense, but who knows what's he going to do? Can he be a quarterback? We got Love. What's his name? The new quarterback for the Green Bay Packers. They still have a solid team, great receivers, good young receivers, great running game. They had a really great defense towards the end of the year. But can Jordan Love be the next great quarterback for the Green Bay Packers? So who knows what's even going to happen in that in that conference. Minnesota Vikings, same thing. Kirk Cousins, he's like Dak Prescott. They're like the same player. Really good, can take their team to 12, 13 wins, but when crunch time comes, who knows? But Minnesota lost Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook's not there anymore. He was a big check down, pass the ball to him for 6 yards, he would go for 30. When Jefferson's not open, pass it down to him. The running game was solid. I don't know what's going to happen with Minnesota. They were a good team, but do they even have a chance? I don't know. You got young teams like Chicago Bears with their young quarterback, Justin Fields. They got him a bunch of weapons, but are they really a contender? I don't think so. Let's see. Like I said, Tampa, the Cardinals, their quarterback is out, and they're looking to tank the season so they could get that Caleb Williams from USC. The New York Giants, they had a great run last year. New coach, really good coach. He got them to the playoffs. Their quarterback Daniel Jones had the best year of his career, but it was still pedestrian. He's a running quarterback. So who knows what the Giants are going to do? And then you got the Saints with what's his name, Derek Carr. Derek Carr's won one playoff game in his whole career. So we'll see what he does. You know, it's like, I don't know, guys. We will see what's going on there, man. So it's like it's hard to even determine what's going on in the NFC. Now, let's talk about the AFC. The AFC is just looking so stacked, man. Kansas City, of course, Patrick Mahomes, best player in the league, 5 times to the AFC Championship game, 3 times to the Super Bowl, 2 Super Bowl championship wins. If the offensive line isn't hurt, they might have had 3. They might have beat the Brady's Tampa Bay, but who knows? But you got to put them, they're the cream of the crop, right? Cream of the crop. But even still, we don't know. They're always changing receivers. When they lost Tyreek Hill, we didn't think they would be able to win, and they did. They still won. So Kansas City Chiefs looking strong. But check this out. Then you got the Jets. What's going to happen with them? Aaron Rodgers is with the Jets. They got Dalvin Cook off free agency. They got that Priest, whatever his last name is. He was the rookie of year running back candidate. He got hurt. He was on his way to be the rookie of the year. He got hurt. They got that great young receiver who was offensive rookie of the year. So they're going to have 2 stellar running backs, dogs. They're going to have a great number 1 receiver, and they got a bunch of dudes serviceable. You got Aaron Rodgers, and you got a stellar defense. So you got Kansas City. You got the Jets, Ravens, Lamar Jackson's not hurt, back. But they got him weapons. They got a new offensive coordinator. He's got the second best winning record since he's been in the league. What are the Ravens going to do, man? It's like, hold on a second. Look, I want to get all these teams right. AFC division. Let me get it. I had it up and my thing closed. Okay, so anyways, all right. Let's go down the line here, okay? So in the AFC East, let's go AFC East. You got Buffalo. They're still good. Can Josh Allen take his team over the edge? I don't know. They had that stuff in the preseason with Stephon Diggs. Who knows if they're still going to be a good team? So you got Buffalo Bills, New York Jets, Miami Dolphins, Tua Tagovailoa, whatever his name is. He's back after the concussions. I pray this kid can still play because they have a great team. They had a decent defense, and they got these 2 dogs, 2 number 1 receivers, Tyreek Hill and Waddle on the outside. I believe that's his name, right? The other guy. He was going for 2,000 yards last year. He was ready to ball out, Tyreek Hill. They're looking good in that division. And then, of course, the New England Patriots, probably the worst team in that division. But Bill Belichick, he's good for a couple of spoiler wins for some of these teams. That division stacked. So at least 3 of those teams should be playoff teams, right? Then you go to the AFC North. Cleveland. With all the Deshaun Watson nonsense, with the allegations and everything, he's finally playing a full season with that fully guaranteed contract. Excuse me. It's time for him to show up. They have a good team. They're got a playoff caliber team. Baltimore Ravens, playoff caliber team like I talked about. Cincinnati Bengals. They've already been to the Super Bowl and the AFC Championship 3 times now. They've been to the Super Bowl once, AFC Championship 3 times. They're ready. That quarterback is just a monster. Joe Burrow, monster. They're a playoff team. And Pittsburgh Steelers, they are a playoff team. Mike Tomlin has never had a losing season in his whole career. The guy, the quarterback, I think his name is Kenny Pickett. Is that right, guys? Forgive me if I'm messing up the names. But he's looking good in preseason. Their defense is great. They got some young receivers and young running backs. They're ready to go. They got some veterans. They got a good mix of veterans and the guy's one of the best coaches in the league. You're talking about 4 teams in the AFC North who potentially could be playoff teams. Only 6 teams make the playoffs. I just want to point that out to you. I've already said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's already 7 teams, and we haven't even got to the AFC South. Okay? AFC South, weakest division in the AFC. Jacksonville made the playoffs last year. Trevor Lawrence balling out. Come on. That guy, they're probably the best team in that division. Tennessee Titans, they still got Derrick Henry. Can Tannehill and them? Remember, they were like number 1 in the AFC 3 years ago. they could potentially be a playoff team again. And then you go to the AFC West, stacked again. Denver Broncos, new coach. Sean, what's his name? From the Saints, Can he turn Russell Wilson's career around? They could be a playoff team. Kansas City, we already know they're going to be in the playoffs. The Chargers, man, is it time for the Chargers to step up? They got that guy. They got Kellen Moore from Dallas Cowboys, their offensive coordinator, who was the number one offense for 2 years in a row. Dallas Cowboys. They got that offensive coordinator now for Justin Herbert, this freakazoid quarterback, handsome dude, 6'5", rocket arm, accuracy, can do all the plays that anybody can make. It's time for them. They are potentially a playoff team. Dude, the AFC is stacked. Sean Payton, thank you. AFC is stacked. So I have never looked forward to an NFL season more than this one right now. Like, this is going to be a tremendous NFL season. I can't wait to talk about it all year. So all you people that don't know sports, just follow along with me. I'll give you the cliff notes, but it's looking good. I don't have a favorite yet for either. The only favorite I would say is I would pick the NFC favorite, and I think I don't even know, man. I can't even say. But if I had to pick one, my heart, I think the 49ers are going to finally make the jump. I think they have a chip on their shoulder. I think they felt like they had a great team last year, and it's just injuries for their quarterback messed them up. But I think with a full season with Brock Purdy, that defense is great. I see the 49ers going to the Super Bowl. And in the AFC, I'm just going to pick my heart. I want to see Aaron Rodgers in the Super Bowl. I think 49ers versus the Jets would be a great Super Bowl. But who knows, man? You know what I mean? It could be anybody. It could be anybody. But we will see what happens there. But anyways, that's my talk. My Super Bowl talk for my Super Bowl NFL talk for now. Just a little preview. Yeah, it's going to be what a season, man. I mean, I'm telling you, I hope it lives up to expectations with all of these teams, man. All the great quarterbacks in the AFC, Justin Herbert, Patrick Mahomes, Trevor Lawrence, there's just so many. Aaron Rodgers, Joe Burrow, what's his name from the Bills, Josh Allen. Like, there's so many great quarterbacks in the AFC. So look out for that. All right. I want to do a quick movie review. Listen, man, this was an absolute adorable movie. Rachel was sitting there watching this movie, and she was like, watch it with me, because she was like feeling pregnant and whatnot. And the movie's called Champions, and it stars Woody Harrelson. Let me read you the thing so you know what it's about. A former minor league basketball coach is ordered by the court to manage a team of players with intellectual disabilities. He soon realizes that despite his doubts, together, his team can go further than they ever imagined. So you can imagine yourself what this movie, but it's it's actually it's a good feel-good movie with a lot of great messages in it. And if you like to cry when you watch movies because of like moments and feel good things, this is a really nice watch. You can see it on Amazon. It's an Amazon movie, Amazon Prime movie. So if you have Prime, you can just watch it. It's a fun watch, man. Woody Harrelson is it's such a likable guy that, he plays it well. It's like what you would think, they're not jamming this down your throat. You know what I mean? I said, you know what I mean? I did it again. I think I said it 5 times in this episode. We'll count. It's just one of those. I think it was well done. I do. It's like, instead of adding this, what I like about this is like, it's not like you have like, hey, let's do Peter Pan and just add. Here's someone with Down syndrome on, or just to try. You're trying to like, oh, look how special and woke we are, as opposed to like, hey, let these guys have their own movie, and that's what it was. All the characters were great. They were funny, and it was just it was a heartfelt movie, and I'm giving it 8 woo-woos. So make sure you guys check out Champions. I won't spoil it for you, but you can imagine how it ends. But even with all that, I'm telling you, even with all that, it's a really good, feel-good movie. I enjoyed it tremendously, man. All right. And then I want to finish off with, like, I haven't talked about AI in a while. So there's some good websites that have, like, one of them's The Independent in UK. And they have this, like, great, like, there's always these great headlines about AI, man, and what's coming. One of the things that's great is this AI-powered drug implant revolutionary for chronic conditions. Like, some of the things they're using the AI for in the medical field is like extending people's lives and helping people like walk again. And maybe it's going to help people with learning disabilities. Maybe it's going to help people, like, you know, who knows, but, you know, it's crazy, man. AI found, and then, like, this is what I'm saying too, like, the AI is now able to detect things. Like, look at that. Look at this one right there. AI found to detect Parkinson's up to 7 years before symptoms. Like, that kind of stuff is like, we have to change our world. So whatever you think about AI, and of course, you know, the movie versions of it is like, there's always the worst possible thing. But, you know, you got to think of it like any sort of like technology can be used for bad. You know, you have the internet, you have all the things that are bad about the internet, and, you know, the dark web, and, you know, trying to hire a hitman and all that kind of dark stuff of the internet. But let's not forget of, like, equally and probably more positive things people can do with it. You know, so this is just an example of one of those things, man. You know, they just have so much. You know, police catch 300 drivers breaking the law in 3 days using AI. I mean, so, like, man, you know, it's like, are there going to be referees in sports anymore? Are we going to, like, they're going to have, like, all these cameras on an NBA basketball game, and there will be no need to have a referee. It'll just, like, be a guy in front of a monitor, and the AI will be like, foul, and then, you know, and then maybe they could turn it up or down based off, you know, do we want to take the human element out of everything? Probably not. There are some things that you don't want a soulless, just methodical, mathematical machine deciding things for human beings. But it is a tool that I think we have to somehow find a middle ground to incorporate into our lives. But some of this stuff is just really great. You know, I feel bad for graphic designers. I feel bad for, like, people that do that stuff, because there's so many of these apps, man, where it says to you, type what you're looking for. And, you know, you put into the AI, you know, create, you know, Pippi Longstockings, Metallica, whatever, you know what I mean? Like, whatever your heart can imagine, Halloween costume, or, oops, sorry, that's not what I meant to do. And then the next thing you know, it comes up with this really graphic art, and you're like, oh man, what are artists doing? So even if you're an artist now, like, what are you using it as inspiration? Or you're saying, hey, I want 3 babies in a pumpkin patch. And then you're getting that, and then, like, you're painting it yourself. I just don't know what this means for creativity and how it's going to be used and stimulated in our lives. So it's really amazing, all of the different things that AI, like that one right there, paralyzed man regains feeling and movement with AI brain implant. You know, just all that stuff. AI can read breast cancer screening images, the study finds. And so, you know, I'm sure right now there's probably an equal amount of crazy stories as there are terrible stories about AI. So we'll just have to see where it goes from here. You know, we'll just have to see, man. So we'll see. So send me some more of those G names, guys. If people still want to, I'm still trying to decide what's a good G name for the middle name for the baby. So we're looking forward to that. We're at like 18, 19 weeks right now. So we're trucking along. That's I don't know. It's just, like I say, it's really exciting. All you parents out there, you can send me some tips and advice and, how was it for you? And, as a newborn, having a newborn, as a new dad, as a new mom, as a new parent, what did it make you think? How hard was it? Here's the thing I really want in the comments. What would you do differently? Like if you're a parent and you said, I had to go back when my newborn was here. Oh, I wish I would have done what? So let me know. I see somebody in the chat said Pork Chop Express. AI will take over fast food places for sure, because at least AI will get the orders right and have everything made fresh. Yeah, who knows what it's gonna. You know what I mean? That's actually an interesting thought, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. But anyways, you know what time it is, guys. I appreciate you guys being here as always every single week. So make sure you subscribe, hit that Twitch, hit that Patreon. Appreciate y'all. Yeah, once again, it's that rap recap. Everybody hit the clap. You get slapped on the booty like a pop. It's hot. Rap recap. Got. NFL preview. I thought you knew. Woo! AFC. It's the best. Better than the rest. Say it with your chest. All right. Rap recap is whack this week, but I just like this beat. Woo! That beat moving in your feet. Erik Griffin giving you a treat. Ski. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching Riffin with Griffin, and I will see you next week. Appreciate you. Thanks again, and goodbye.